President Trump will lay out his vision for America in the State of the Union address. He's expected to talk about a number of issues, including the economy, trade, and health care. And of course, we'll hear about the government shutdown and border security. Fox News anchor Shepard Smith joins us now live from Fox News headquarters in New York with a preview of the State of the Union address. And Shep, given the war waged by both Democrats and the president, this will be a fascinating address to watch tonight.
It should be. The White House insists, Tom, that tonight is about this presidency is strong. We need bipartisan cooperation to do the people's work. At the same time, the president, according to the White House, will try to gather consensus on a number of issues. Among them, lowering the cost of prescription drugs, infrastructure projects, something that, frankly, he asked for last year and didn't get the money for, and then find common ground on immigration. It's immigration, of course, that largely has brought us to this point. The Democrats and the Republicans have different ideas about how to handle it. The Democrats are insistent, no wall, you won't get a wall. We ran on no wall in the midterm elections, and we won the House of Representatives where the purse strings are. But the president still wants some variation on the wall theme, so certainly he'll continue to make his case for that. And along the way, Tom, it's our understanding that he's going to make an attempt to defend his foreign policy initiatives, which may be a tall order. On North Korea, he said that the North Koreans are coming around. His intel chiefs say they're not. On Iran, they are not abiding by the agreement. His intel chiefs say, in fact, right now they are. And on ISIS, he said they were defeated, and his intel chiefs say far from it. And on withdrawing troops from Syria, the main man in charge, General Votel, says he wasn't even consulted. There's disagreement within his own party on foreign policy, and we'll probably hear his pitch for a lack thereof tonight.
Shepard, let's step back to immigration for a second. You spoke of it earlier, and a lot of people will be listening for the president to use the words, "I will declare a national emergency," if he doesn't get the funding for that wall. Do you think that that is a possibility?
No, I don't, because the White House has given indications that tonight he wants to try to bring together some sort of bipartisan consensus. Now, what he may do once the deadline comes on February 15th is another matter. The president makes those decisions on his own. But right now, it would not be politically expedient, certainly, to have another government shutdown. And it sounds like people on both sides of the aisle are very much against it. Tonight, he's going to make his push for how to deal with immigration. And then you'd guess that afterwards, Stacey Abrams might do the same.
All right, let's talk about that for just a second, the Democratic response to the speech. We know Stacey Abrams well here in Georgia. Why did Democrats choose her to give the Democrat response?
I think they'd say because they know her well, too. They saw the fight that she put up in the state of Georgia against odds that are extremely high and tall that I don't need to tell any Georgian about, and do so well there with a message which has resonated throughout the party. And don't forget the optics of it all. Democrats are very much trying to appeal to African Americans and whites. African Americans and women. And in addition, they're looking for a foothold in the South. Stacey Abrams checks all of those boxes. Her history as a politician is well documented, lengthy, and very impressive to Democrats. She'll be front and center tonight, but I got to tell you, Tom, recent experience, in fact, long-term experience with the answer to the State of the Union is it can be a very perilous position. Yeah. I'd guess that she'd avoid bottles of water and some other trials and tribulations we've seen recently. If she hits it out of the park, she'll be a Democratic star tomorrow morning.
Tough to meet the grandeur of that House chamber. Shepard Smith live for us in New York. Shepard, thanks. All right, and we're going to have complete coverage of the State of the Union address tonight. You can watch it right here on Fox 5. Our fox5atlanta.com website will also stream it, as well as our Facebook page. Coverage starts at 9 o'clock. We'll include the Democratic response from former governor candidate Stacey Abrams. You can watch all of it tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Fox 5.